Good morning everyone and welcome to eBay Open. My name's Sarah Bryant and I manage the SMBs on eBay UK. So, what is our mission for SMBs? Well, this is it right here. Being the marketplace most committed to supporting and enabling the growth of SMBs from every community in the UK. So that the sellers on eBay truly represent all of our customers that we serve every day. So, what am I going to talk to you about today? Firstly, let's talk about the landscape and the impact 2021 had for SMBs across the country. I'm going to talk you through some key initiatives that we have launched in 2021 and how they will adapt for 2022 and beyond, including SMB Power, our new branding to support the many small businesses that we have on eBay. We'll then go into details on why the future for SMBs on eBay is bright, and then finally we'll hear from some of our sellers and move to a panel of eBay experts to take any burning questions. So please do drop any questions that you may have in the chat as we move through the session, and we'll be sure to answer those at the end with the panel. So in the UK, there are 5.9 million SMBs. I feel a number reflective of the fantastic entrepreneurial spirit we have across the UK. Nearly a quarter of those operate within wholesale or goods for retail. And as the lifeline of the UK community, our SMBs were hit hard by the pandemic, with 44% having to cut jobs and only 62% managing to operate without interruption. Here at eBay, we feel that we have a role to play in helping these businesses recover to greater heights post-pandemic. Positive news was that the start of the year saw improvements for our SMBs, and this trend has really continued. We believe this is supported by many small businesses developing an online strategy, and with a 16% increase in online presence during the pandemic, and we want to support this number to grow even further. So let's talk more about how this looks on eBay. We have well over 300,000 SMBs on the platform, up 247% year on year. And the last 12 months has seen an additional 231 SMBs grow their sales to over £1 million per annum on the platform. Our SMBs in general have seen their sales grow by 105% year over 2 year. All of our SMBs supported over 3.1 million buyers over the last 12 months, and this contributed to over a third of our sales. Okay, so as I said, we're dedicated to supporting the many SMBs that we have on eBay. And I wanted to take some time this morning to talk you through many of the things that we have done and will be doing moving forward to support these sellers. So we want to ensure our sellers find it very easy to sell on the platform. And so we've invested heavily in our education to make that possible. On Thursday, I will announce the launch of a new educational platform. So be sure to check that session out on the Thursday. But on top of that, we've been reviewing our in-product support so that you can find the right support at the right time and find it easier, and it's easier to digest and easier to understand. For our brand new sellers, we've launched the Startup Scale-Up program, which enables one-to-one support for our new sellers. And it does exactly what it says on the tin. Supports sellers to set up their account and their listings correctly, and then allows them to scale with support from the one-to-one team. We've also ran a number of promos and campaigns for SMBs over the summer as part of our Small Business Power campaign, which I will tell you more about shortly. We've done 75% off final value fee for new listings, 5% simplified fee structure for new sellers, and co-funded coupons, all of which have supported many sellers on the platform. If you're wondering how you can be included in these, then keep an eye on your eBay messages and emails for opt-in details. There is more to come. We've also launched a new working capital loan scheme with our partner Ulend, providing quicker and easier access to funds to enable sellers to invest in stock, packaging, machinery, whatever it may be to support sellers to grow their business. And hear more about that from my colleague Yvonne later today. Many sellers struggle to keep on top of their demand on eBay, with needing to pick, pack, drop off packages for delivery, taking way too much time. And our new fulfillment programme takes that pain away. And again, hear more about that from my colleague Will French later on this afternoon. So we appreciate that driving sales into our small businesses is equally important. And we have launched our new SMB campaign, Small Business Power, enabling us to curate inventory and tell the stories of so many of our inspiring sellers. And we want to do more of this and share many more stories next year and beyond. We've recently told the stories of some of our bedroom CEOs, and we're going to have many different themes of storytellings over the next year. We've also launched a partnership with the English Football League to launch Small Business United, where we have partnered, like I said, via the English Football League with 72 clubs from across the Championship straight through down to League Two. And to celebrate small businesses close to those clubs by giving them key ad space and PR coverage, celebrating them not only on eBay, but also within their local communities. And here you can see an image from one of the Colchester games recently. We also use many of our celebrity friends to celebrate and share SMBs on our platform via our SMB edits. And let's hear a few of those now.
After so many months of not being able to host family and friends, I want everything to be perfect tonight. Most people don't appreciate how many decisions need to be made when setting a table. Luckily, eBay small businesses have endless items to choose from, like these luxury champagne glasses from Garden Mile, and this modern cutlery set from Think Price. Perfect, right? Thanks, eBay.
I've planned an epic boys staycation for this weekend. We're going camping. Now, I've never been camping before, but luckily, I've been able to find everything I need on some of eBay's small businesses. Let's see what we've got. Cute kettle. No sugars for me. I'm sweet enough. Caps on it. I knew that. Really cool compass from Ultimate Outdoors. I love those guys. Hopefully, I won't need that. My rucksack, SAS mode. I'm good to go.
My name's Becky Evans and this is my 1983 BMW 316. It's been a difficult year, so I can't wait to get Red back on the road, take my dad on a really cool road trip. So I got this tyre inflator from Drive Den. It's really important because you never know when you're going to have a flat tyre. I always like to support small businesses because they always have expert knowledge in their field. If you're looking to get out on the road this summer like me, you can find all of these items and many more through the thousands of small businesses on eBay.
I'm throwing a mini festival in my garden tonight. I'm going to be cooking up an absolute storm on this barbecue which I got from a small business on eBay. But as I've got so much prep to do, I've had to outsource a bit. Gears?
Stephen, what do you want now?
How's the food going, love?
Fine, really fine. It's going a lot faster if you stop pestering me.
Regardless of their age, festival goers need entertainment. That's why I got this from Outdoor Toys, a small business on eBay.
Fab. So hopefully you've seen some of those on TikTok, Instagram, and even on the telly. This, on top of a lot of above-the-line media, will continue for Q4 and well into 2022 and beyond. Our sellers are the lifeline of our business, their communities, and our economy. So let's hear from some of them now before we move to our panel of experts for questions. And just remember, please drop any questions that you have in the chat so that we can address them with that panel after these videos.
Good afternoon, my name's Kirk Knowles and I own a business called DAK Limited. We have successfully become the main resellers in the UK for the Frog Suit brand of wood protection and garden care products. It's a fantastic brand. It won the coveted Best New Garden Care Product of the Year in 2018 at the DIY Awards. And we've been looking ever since to really partner up with a platform that would not only increase the exposure and the brand awareness, but also give us the opportunity later down the line to go global with the brand. And the obvious choice was eBay, and we joined eBay as a business seller only in May of this year, and since then the brand has come so far. It really has been an incredible journey. We're already seeing a massive spike in sales thanks to eBay, and we're already starting to receive good amazing feedback and repeat sales, which is absolutely incredible. We've now enrolled on a very exciting scheme called Startup and Scale Up, and I'm being mentored on a weekly basis by Paul Richardson, and that has been absolutely incredible. And we are just seeing more and more growth. We're improving our imagery, we're doing captive descriptions, and I couldn't be happier. The progress that we've made with eBay in just a very, very short period speaks volumes of our products, and obviously the global marketplace that eBay represents. So going forward, we'll be looking to take on more global opportunities, and throughout Europe in particular. And that's really all been thanks to eBay. It's given us that platform, it's given us that exposure and opportunity to continue with the successful development of the Frog Suit brand. So I just want to say thank you, and we're very excited and looking forward to a successful, growing and continued business relationship. Thank you very much. Bye.
So why did we join eBay? As a growing online retailer, we joined eBay to grow our online product visibility across one of the best marketplaces in the industry. eBay was one that offered good commission fees, as well as integration and usability through our own website. Also having a fantastic reputation, eBay continues to invest in the sellers and grow in the functionality through our products. So what does eBay have to offer that other marketplaces don't? eBay offers fantastic marketing tools that gives us the opportunity and flexibility to offer great deals and special offers to the customers that matter the most. eBay also gives us a very detailed report on which products our customers are viewing and watching, which also then suggests which products to promote. This tool is particularly useful for products that are in season and which products we want to push the most. So how has our eBay experience been so far? Our eBay experience has been very positive, especially thanks to our startup scale-up specialist Paul, who has advised the best solutions and practices to grow our business and drive sales. We are very excited with what the future has in store for us and what eBay has to offer in terms of new functionality and new ways to market products.
I'm João. I'm the founder of Trendy Hat. We are specialized in end-of-line and overstock. Big companies are throwing tons of surplus inventory to the landfill and harming our planet. We help keep that inventory out of the landfills and introduce it to the secondary market, where their second life begins. We joined eBay because it's a big marketplace and could give us straight access to a big audience. Being a small business, eBay helped us grow in a way we wouldn't be able on our own. eBay provided us with all the tools we needed to manage our business, from listing products to managing our orders, marketing our brand and products, giving us seller protection and processing our payments. eBay supported us in all our journey and recently invited us to join the Startup Scale Up program to guide us and help us grow more our business.
Well, for a start, eBay was quite an affordable option from a starting point of a business. It was easy to set up. You had all of your systems all in one place. You were taking orders, you could provide customer service via eBay, and it also integrated really well with third parties like Royal Mail.
Yeah. Is there anything else in particular that you think eBay does particularly well in comparison to other platforms that you looked at?
Well, for a start, I think that the customer support that they provide to sellers has been outstanding. I've had one-to-one support on the phone and also via their chat interface.
And how's that worked out for you?
Really well. Any queries I've had, they've been able to answer 100%, which obviously enables me to provide really good customer service to my customers because I have someone to fall back on if I have any questions.
And what about when you've had problems with customers of your own?
There was one issue that comes to mind. We'd had unjustified negative feedback left, and eBay were really helpful, and they actually did remove that feedback in the end.
Okay, so you would say that your experience on eBay has been good so far, would you?
Definitely, 100%. It's been a really effective platform to get started on. We're already seeing quite rapid growth on it, and I really wish we'd actually set up a store sooner.
Fantastic. Great to hear from those sellers, and thank you so much for giving your time and doing those videos for us. Fab. So we'll now move to our panel, and I'll introduce my team of panel experts, or sorry, I'll allow them to introduce themselves. As I said, please continue to drop any questions that you might have in the chat, and we'll certainly come to those that have been pushed through on the chat and in other mediums with the help of the panel. So I'll allow you guys to introduce yourselves. Katie, you go first.
Yeah, hi everyone. So my name is Katie. I'm based in sunny Dublin, and I work as a commercial team leader. So I lead the social media and community teams here at eBay.
Thank you, Katie. Brian?
Hi, so I'm Brian. I'm a senior category specialist. I work with Pro Trader in the Dublin team for eBay UK.
And then last but by no means least, Emma.
Hi. I'm also based in Dublin in Ireland, and I am a senior category specialist with the Pro Trader team also.
Fantastic. Great. Thanks, guys. Right, so let's take some questions. Okay, so great question to kick us off. How can I maximize my sales over the Christmas period? Brian, one for you, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a good few ways a seller can look at this. So first of all, make sure all your listings are optimized as much as possible for best match. And this would include things like maximizing your title length, your item specifics, maximizing your photos to 12, 30 to 60 day returns. Just make sure that you have your organic visibility sorted before you then move on to promotions. If you're looking on how to optimize your listings, there's a great report called the Listings Quality Report, available in the Performance tab for all shop subscribers. Fantastic place to show sellers where to start and how to optimize their listings. And then I'd recommend then moving on to promotions. Ensure that the majority of your listings have multi-buy or order discount available to them. The obvious one here is sale event and markdown, but we do have some new tools that are gaining fantastic traction. We have our new coded coupon tool, which allows sellers to create a discount on their listings and provide a discount code, and buyers seem to absolutely love that. And then finally, promoted listings. Naturally, a lot of sellers are going to be wanting a bit of additional visibility on their listings for this period of time. So why not double check your promoted listings dashboard? For listings that do have the margin, maybe to look to either increase it slightly just throughout this period, will gain you some additional visibility. But the overall thing that I'd say to sellers is plan in advance, look into all these features and set up a game plan ahead of time.
Perfect. Thank you, Brian. Great answer. Yeah, I'll just touch on your point about coded coupons. As you quite rightly pointed out, this is new functionality. And we've actually seen a huge increase in repeat purchases driven by sellers utilizing the coded coupon functionality. And you can also share it on your social media. We know that many of our small businesses use social media quite rightly as their marketing technique. And this enables you to share the coded coupon code via that so that sellers can purchase at a, obviously, discount of your choice. Fab, next question. So Emma, one for you, I think. I can't afford the stock I think I need for the Christmas period. Is there anything eBay can do to support?
Yeah, 100%. So this was actually touched on very early on in the presentation, which is our eBay Business Capital loans. And there is going to be a separate presentation on this later in the week, so do make sure you tune in for that. So we work with ULend, and they basically facilitate financing to eBay sellers. And the great thing is they can provide anywhere from £500 all the way up to £1 million in a loan. And the great thing with this, again, is that you can also, as a seller, repay the funding as a fixed percentage of your sales. It's very kind of quick and easy, very kind of hassle-free model as well. Like you can apply in no more than 10 minutes. And it's also possible to receive funds the same day in some cases. So it's very flexible and, like I said, very hassle-free. We do have more information on this on Seller Centre as well. So please do check that out there.
Perfect. Thank you, Emma. Great answer. Another question here, which is probably more pertinent to our brand new sellers on the platform, but one that we hear a lot. So let's address it. So Brian, I think we'll bring this one to you. So I'm relatively new to eBay. Creating my listings one by one is tedious. Is there a way to streamline this at all?
Yeah, I sympathise with the seller. I know exactly what they mean. Of course, if they're looking to put up multiple listings at one time, they want a way to do this in bulk. And we do have a couple of features that will help them. A lot of sellers will be unaware that we have a template option where they can create up to 20 different templates on their account with Seller Manager Pro, and they can essentially create a template with the majority of the information that they'd want to have in each individual listing. And then when they're ready to list a new item, use that template and adjust it accordingly. We also have a sell similar feature. So if they find an item that they'd want to sell similar and retain all the data from that listing, and they're able to click sell similar on said listing and, you know, edit it to the new listings. And they can even do this with their own listings once they've created one that they're happy with. And then the third option would be file exchange. If the seller wants to list multiple listings in bulk, there are Excel spreadsheet templates that the seller can download from our help center, and they can upload this directly through the tool, through file exchange, directly to the platform and upload listings in bulk with ease.
Fantastic, thank you, Brian. This is something that we hear a lot from sellers, and it's something that we've addressed in the education platform that we're launching on Thursday. So as a reminder to check that session out, because there's going to be a lot of answers to that questions and a lot of support on the education platform for that. Okay, next question. An interesting one here. Emma, one for you. So this seller makes handmade beauty products. It's their own brand. How do they compete against the bigger, more established brands on eBay?
Yeah, great question. So when I think of kind of, like smaller kind of handmade businesses on site, there's kind of 3 key areas that I would focus on, or I would advise sellers to focus on. The first one is really understanding your customer base. Okay, so be that the demographic that you're aiming to kind of sell to, or the demographic of your buyers, and also understanding what they're really looking for when they're purchasing these type of items. The second one is your unique selling point, and I think certainly when you're selling handmade products, like that in itself is a unique selling point. So again, really kind of hone in and focus on what your advantage is over bigger kind of more established brands on site. So what can you offer that potentially they can't? So obviously in this seller's case, that the item is handmade, so really make sure you call that out, and you're getting that across. Maybe the products are also eco-friendly, or maybe they're made with clean ingredients and stuff. Again, like that's what'll really set you apart from the bigger kind of more established brands on site. And then the last thing I'd say is utilize the features and the different kind of tools we've got available on site to suit yourself and your business needs, in the way that will really attribute to growth and scaling for yourself and your business.
Yeah, definitely. Great answer. Thank you, Emma. And I think coded coupon can also play a role here that we touched on earlier and Brian mentioned. That's really something that can drive purchase across the brand. And then once one person's bought one thing, then there's obviously a way to reach out to that seller in order to get that repeat purchase, which I imagine across handmade beauty products is certainly one of the best ways to grow the brand and the sales on the platform. Cool. Katie, I haven't forgotten about you. Here's one for you. So stock holding, picking and packing takes 90% of my time. What options do eBay have to reduce my time here so that I can spend more time on the important stuff?
Yeah, great question. And this can impact any size of seller. We're definitely an SMB trying to scale. So there's a number of different options that we have on eBay that can speed up and optimize this process. So for example, Brian touched on in an earlier question, we had a section on eBay called File Exchange, and this has been completely revamped and made more accessible and moved into Seller Hub. It's under a tab called Reports. So it makes it easier for, I suppose, high volume sellers in particular to take action in bulk. So that can be fulfilling orders, marking items as dispatched, uploading tracking information, editing quantities, or even generating brand new listings. The templates are all in there and ready to use. Better again, it's a fully free service and it's accessible to all that have Seller Hub, but it's really easy to use in the new functionality in the new view. And then I think obviously if you wanted to take away even more pain points, like you said, it's taken up 90% of time. That's a really big chunk of time for any operation to be operating at. So in bigger news, and we can touch on this a little bit further, but we've partnered with Orange Connects to launch eBay Fulfillment. And that can include same-day handling times, late cut-off times, and competitive rates for sellers as well to kind of store their items. So our colleague Will French is going to touch on this later on, or if you guys are more interested in hearing about it, you can also book in a one-to-one with the eBay team to chat about this further. But yeah, great question.
Perfect. Thank you, Katie. Great answer. Cool. So another regular question that we get quite often, and Emma, I'll throw this to you. How do I get my products on the first page of search?
Yeah, so I kind of refer to this as the golden ticket question. And this is, a question that's asked by every single seller who's ever been on the platform. So it's very, very relevant. In a nutshell, the best way for you to kind of, I suppose, unlock that potential and that opportunity is listing optimization. Okay, so there's a few different areas under listing optimization that I would really advise sellers to focus on. First and foremost is your titles. Okay, so you want to make sure that you've got relevant keywords so that when buyers are searching for whatever it is they're looking for on site, that your titles are getting picked up based on those relevant keywords. So your keywords are so important and your titles play such an important role in buyers searching. The other thing is your images. So these also play a role. So you want to make sure your images are really well optimized. And this ranges from the image being of high quality. It also involves having your image on a plain white background, because this is very important, not just for eBay, the eBay search results, but also for external search engine optimization. And you also want to ensure that you have a strong photo count. So not just having listings with one image, you want to have a range, and the optimal that we advise is anywhere between 4 and 6 images, because that also attributes to boosting your visibility and your best match potentials. And then the last most important thing that plays a role in listing optimization for search is your item specifics. So your item specifics, with this, you want to make sure that you've got as many filled out as possible, so that you've got so much information in there that when buyers maybe start to filter their search results, that your listings stay relevant. So these play a very, very important part in your item surfacing based on, again, what your buyers are searching for.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Emma. Great answer there. And the other thing that's really important here that I would just add is the products being against the right category. So from a left nav perspective and a browse perspective, it's really important that as people search and then they refine via that left nav and browse, that your item is actually allocated to the right category. And sometimes that can change, right? As you can appreciate, sometimes balloons might be relevant in party supplies, and then next year it might be in a completely different area altogether. Cool. Okay, so next question. So what does 2022 look like for smaller businesses? So I'll take this one. So obviously we touched on it in the presentation today. However, for me, I split this into 2 separate buckets. How are we going to attract buyers to shop more from our small businesses? So we're going to continue telling those small business stories, of which we saw the video from, continue with our above the line media outreach, so the TikTok videos, the Instagram videos, so on and so forth, that really drives consideration that eBay is the place to go to shop small. And lots of other stuff, right, from a buyer perspective. And then within the seller realms, we're going to go really hard on some hard-hitting, supporting promotions. So final value fee discounts for additional listings, etc., that's going to enable and support you from a margin perspective to invest more in your business on eBay. We also want to do more coded coupons. We want to support any usage of things like coded coupons, pardon me, but we also want to do co-funded coupons as well, which are the coupons that we've done one of already in the summer as part of Small Business Power. We're doing one for pre-Black Friday, and we want to do many more of those into 2022. And then finally, we are constantly and very dedicated to ensuring that our sellers can understand everything there is to understand on eBay. So obviously the education platform that we'll be launching on Thursday is a big part of that, but there's continuous work ongoing across the world with our product teams to make Seller Hub, to make listing quality report, to make the tools that are at your fingertips tell you more about your business, give you that benchmark data so that you can make better decisions on how to grow your business on the platform. And that's just a snippet of what we're hoping to achieve and will achieve in 2022 and beyond. But we're very dedicated to supporting our sellers and enabling our smaller businesses to succeed. We have been this year and we will continue to be next year and for years to come. Great question though, very much appreciated. Okay, another one coming in here about seller stories, which is perfect timing. So Brian, me and you can kind of take this one. How can I be included in the seller stories and benefit from the added marketing that these provide sellers? So Brian, do you want to take an example?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're always looking for seller stories here at eBay. We've had huge success from small to medium-sized business and specialized events and featured placements across the homepage. I think you just mentioned there we've launched our Small Business Power events as of this year, which highlight small business and the stories behind the people. And as I work in Pro Trader and work directly with sellers, it's fantastic and really interesting to hear the stories behind each seller, behind each account. The eBay Business Awards is a great way of sellers can put themselves forward. And through the application process, we actually ask for the story behind the company as well. And while they may or may not win, we still get the stories on our side, and we're able to reach out to those sellers and maybe work with them to try and get them into press or news-related stories on websites and the eBay homepage itself. It's also something very nice for the seller to be able to brag about on their social media platforms and LinkedIn and such. And naturally, throughout the year, eBay would reach out to our sellers to see if they notice something interesting about their account. And I think, Sarah, you also mentioned that there's some new initiatives coming through Q4 and beyond for small to medium business seller stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I think Brian touched on it, right? The reality is the majority of our seller stories are found from our business awards. That's when sellers can, work with us, tell us their story, tell us what, makes them special as a small business, tell us how, it's changed their lives in many ways. We obviously saw Avneet earlier in the presentation on what kind of an average day looked like for her, and we've got thousands of those types of stories. The reality is until sellers interact with us in that way, it's difficult for us to obviously penetrate the 300,000 that we have on the platform. So if you're keen, great. We want to support that keenness, and the best way is obviously to just work with us on various different promos when you're asked to be part of something, whether it be co-funded coupons or various different other things that we might email you about, but most notably the Business Awards is definitely the right way to go. We've actually had a record number of businesses apply for the Business Awards this year, and I'm very excited about that session on Thursday. Okay, so how can I be included in deals and coupons and things like brand outlet? Katie, a good one for you, I think.
Yeah, great timing as we roll into Q4 as well, right? To start thinking about our promotional planning and key retail planning. So look, there's a number of different areas on eBay where we can showcase sellers' products. The homepage, daily deals page, a number of different areas. And what we try and do when we build these pages is we try and source and show items that are going to be either highly desirable, a lower market leading price, those hot items that we see come along every now and again. And daily deals in particular can often be quite seasonal. So I'm sure there's plenty of parents watching this now. We're just over the back to school period and we're seeing lots of office supplies, stationery and back to school items. So top tips really for sellers that that are looking to gain placements on these areas of eBay is one, try and keep the account in good standing and answering cases, communicating with buyers, looking after that pre and post transactional section of eBay. Optimizing your listings, which we heard a bit from Emma and Brian on, and really spending time on your listings and using the tools that eBay has there to either bulk manage your listings or maybe the listing quality report, tools like Terapeak to get insight on competitors, and then seasonally kind of marketing items as well and building that sales history. So you can use like seller hub promotions, coded coupons, promoted listings, all of those tools that we have on eBay that are free and easy to use. They're gonna boost the sales history on a listing, which will not only help in search, but it also gets your items noticed. It can start trending on eBay. We see these trends come along, and that's what we reach out to. Our team are very proactive in staying ahead of the market and understanding what our buyers want to see. And then, yeah, I think there's other sections that are going to be massively important for both eBay and SMBs coming into Q4, like brand outlet. Brand outlet is our dedicated fashion hub that allows UK buyers to buy from. There's actually over 200 brands in there now. Our prices are up to 70% off. So we're all looking for savings, including myself, coming into Q4 to get some Christmas presents in. And brand outlet is the place to really showcase those items. And if you feel that you're currently in a scenario where you're ready to start looking for placements on those pages, then please book in a one-to-one consultation with our team, and they'll be able to guide you and instruct you and give you some top tips on your particular business and your items that you're selling, understanding the right marketing tool to use. So if it's a low value item, sometimes multi-buy can be best for fast moving consumer goods, or if it's a high value tech item, maybe a sale event would work best for you. But again, our one-to-one team can help guide and support once we understand a little bit more about your business.
Yeah, absolutely. And just touching on that, actually, we've seen a number of multi-buys across products where, you know, multi-buys probably don't make sense, right? There's not many people that are going to be buying multiple swimming pools, as an example. So it's about, I would say, also utilising the right markdown and the right sale event across the right product, right? So multi-buy on tiles definitely makes more sense than the previous example that I just used. Just to finalise that question, actually, Katie, but great answer, very thorough, thank you. It's also the co-funded coupon. So obviously I mentioned that we did a co-funded coupon in the summer, which all of our sellers were invited to take part in, and we're going to be doing the same for Black Friday, which we know is obviously peak trade. It's really important that if you want to be included with that you look at your eBay messages and your emails in order to confirm the T's and C's and to be included in that coupon curation. Trust me, it works, and it drove a lot of sales for the sellers that were actually included in there, which is great. Cool, couple more questions that have come through, which is great. First one, Brian, this is probably a good one for yourself. Best way to keep up with stock levels with over 1,000 variations and products?
Quite a tricky one for some sellers, especially when they see their inventory start to gradually increase into the hundreds and thousands of listings. Naturally, there's a lot of sellers who still work directly through eBay, through the platform, and list things manually and edit things manually. But there are third-party suppliers out there who are able to provide some additional assistance. We do have a help page directly on the eBay seller help pages with recommendations of third parties that they may be able to link to their account and better manage orders either through eBay or cross-platform, including their own website. So there are some additional options out there for sellers who are reaching that level of inventory and need some further assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to add to that, you know, we've got to be careful here that some of the listings don't become stagnant. Because if a listing hasn't sold for a long amount of time, it can have a negative impact on your overall sales as a business and as a seller on the platform. So it's important to, if you have seen something that has slowed in sales or you haven't seen a sale from that, address some of the things that the guys were talking about earlier. You know, do you have the right optimization? Is it against the right category? Utilize the various different internal seller tools that are on offer to you to review. You know, is there the right amount of images on it? Is it the right price? Is it competitive enough? A great example we had of this was a seller who was listing Easter eggs in November, and not surprisingly, they weren't seeing a huge amount of sales on those Easter eggs, and it's probably, November is probably a time to delist that inventory, maybe sit on it, obviously if shelf life allows, until the next Easter period when you can sell through. And it's just being able to be a little bit agile with the right inventory at the right time on that. Next question. So does eBay have plans to introduce funds now in the same way that PayPal did? So I'm assuming you're talking about seller funds here from a PayPal perspective. So as Emma touched on earlier, we have launched our working capital loan with ULend. Our colleague Yvonne is going to talk about that in more detail, but the idea is that is easy access to funds so that sellers can utilise that for whatever they need in order to grow their businesses on the platform. And as Emma quite rightly pointed out, you can pay that back based on the sales that you see on the platform as well, so that it's very much, you know, if you grow, then obviously they receive the refund of the loan, so it's very much supportive of the financial situation that you may be in. Next one, is there any way to automatically give a coded coupon to customers that have spent over a certain amount within a given period? Katie, a good one for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way coded coupons are laid out, there's a number of different methods that you can set your discount up with. So it can be a monetary value off, say £5. It can be percentage off, say 5%. And then there's also deeper layers in. It's structured quite similar to maybe a more familiar tool, an order discount. And the way we can say, buy two, get the next one free, 10% off your next purchase. And with coded coupons, there's two ways in which we can share them. So we can share them publicly on social media and say, visit my eBay store, you know, you can have 10% off. Or we can also share them almost privately. And what the way sellers are utilizing it is quite clever. When they're sending out their items and their invoices in the packaging, they're actually popping in a little printed out slip with the coupon, the T's and C's, and saying 10% off your next shop, right? Really, really effective for those fast moving consumer goods. If I know I can get a discount, I'm going to continue to buy my cat food in there, right? Or bulbs or any of those household items. It performs really well on. And also UK buyers coming into Q4, they're going to be looking for those discounts as well. So how can you get the leg up on a competitor to basically try and outmatch them in search, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's price, repeat footfall, multi-buy, increase in basket size. It's all about understanding how you can market your items on eBay, what tool is the right one for you, like Sarah kind of went into earlier. And again, we can give guidance on that. There's a huge amount of guidance on eBay. In the help and contact pages, on the eBay for Business YouTube page, and then not to steal Sarah's thunder, but we'll hear a little bit more about another learning tool on Thursday. So yeah, keep your ears peeled for that as well.
Thank you, Katie. Good tee up there. So final question that we've got here, are there any plans to show which customers are repeat buyers? Now, great question, and I think Katie actually just touched on a method there in which you can obviously see if customers are repeat buyers, and that's to utilise the coded coupon functionality. i.e., if you obviously are sending out a printed slip within your packages for a coded coupon, or if you're doing member-to-member communication, you're included a certain coupon in there, then you know that all sales that have come from that coupon are going to be repeat purchases and repeat buyers. But definitely something I will take away as potential build going into our product for what is important for our small businesses in 2022 and beyond. Fab. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much to the panel. Superb from sunny Dublin, much appreciated to our experts, and thank you all very much for attending the session and for your interaction and your great questions. Hopefully you're excited about the landscape for SMBs on eBay for the rest of the year into 2022 and beyond, because I know I certainly am, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you today. Thank you so much.